Most people spend their lives chasing results they barely understand, climbing ladders only to realize, sometimes too late, that the ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. They work harder, push longer hours, acquire more credentials, and pursue bigger titles, yet still feel an emptiness they cannot name. Organizations do the same. They expand, rebrand, restructure, and innovate, but quietly struggle with disengaged employees, disloyal customers, and a constant fear of being overtaken by the next competitor. Simon Sinek's Start With Why confronts this silent crisis at its root. It does not ask how to be better or what to do next. It asks a far more unsettling question. Why do you exist in the first place? This question is uncomfortable because it removes all hiding places. You cannot answer it with metrics, profits, or popularity. You cannot outsource it to consultants or mask it with marketing. You must confront belief, purpose, and meaning. And yet, it is precisely this question that separates individuals who inspire from those who merely manage, companies that endure from those that fade, and movements that change history from those that are forgotten. As Friedrich Nietzsche once observed, he who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Simon's work is, at its core, an exploration of this truth applied to leadership, business, and life itself. If you love powerful, insightful, and life-changing books, then you found the right channel. Every week we break down the ideas that transform mindsets, elevate success, and shift lives. So don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because you'll want to catch every book we review. Let's continue. Human beings are not primarily driven by logic. We like to believe we are, but neuroscience and history tell a different story. We feel first, then justify with reason. We are drawn to meaning before mechanics, belief before behavior. This explains why two people with the same resources can achieve radically different outcomes, and why two companies offering nearly identical products can experience opposite destinies. The difference is not talent or timing, it is clarity of purpose. When people or organizations operate from a deeply understood reason for being, their actions become coherent, their decisions aligned, and their message magnetic. Most individuals and institutions communicate from the outside in. They begin with what they do, the job title, the product, the service, the credentials. Sometimes they explain how they do it, efficiency, quality, innovation. Rarely do they articulate why they do it. This pattern mirrors how many people live their lives, focused on activity rather than intention. But those who inspire reverse this order. They begin with belief. They articulate a cause that transcends immediate outcomes. From that belief flows behavior, and from behavior emerges tangible results. The sequence is subtle but transformative. It changes not only how others respond to you, but how you respond to yourself. Consider Apple, one of the most frequently cited examples in Sinek's work. Apple does not simply sell technology. If it did, it would compete solely on specifications and price, like countless other electronics companies. Instead, Apple consistently communicates a belief in challenging the status quo and empowering individuals to think differently. Every product, from the Macintosh to the iPhone, is framed as an expression of that belief. Customers do not merely buy devices, they buy into an identity. This is why Apple users often feel a sense of loyalty that borders on devotion. They are not consumers alone, they are participants in a shared worldview. This pattern is not confined to Silicon Valley or Western markets. Around the world, organizations that articulate a compelling reason for existence consistently outperform those that rely only on incentives or pressure. In Africa, fintech companies like Flutterwave and Paystack did not succeed merely because they offered payment solutions. They resonated because they addressed a deeper frustration, the exclusion of African businesses from global commerce. Their growth was fueled not only by technology, but by a shared belief that African entrepreneurs deserved equal access to the global economy. People rallied not just around a product, but around a cause. When purpose is absent, manipulation fills the gap. Discounts, fear tactics, urgency campaigns, and short-term incentives become the primary tools for driving behavior. These methods work, but only briefly. They extract compliance without commitment. Over time, they erode trust. When customers are motivated only by price, they will leave for a lower price. When employees are motivated only by bonuses, they will leave for higher bonuses. Manipulation creates transactions, not relationships. Inspiration, on the other hand, creates loyalty. Loyalty is not rational, it is emotional. It is rooted in trust and shared belief. This distinction became painfully clear during moments of global crisis. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many organizations faced existential pressure. Some responded by protecting profits at all costs, laying off workers without transparency or empathy. Others absorbed short-term losses to protect their people, clearly communicating the values guiding their decisions. The latter did not escape hardship, but they emerged with stronger cultures and deeper trust. Employees stayed not because they had to, but because they believed in the organization's integrity. The difference was not strategy, it was purpose made visible through action.
Purpose without discipline, however, is fragile. Belief must be supported by consistent behavior, or it becomes empty rhetoric. This is where many organizations falter. They articulate inspiring mission statements, but fail to align daily decisions with those declarations. In such cases, cynicism grows quickly. People are remarkably sensitive to hypocrisy. When words and actions diverge, trust collapses. Integrity is not perfection, it is alignment. It is the relentless effort to ensure that what you say, how you act, and what you produce all stem from the same underlying belief. This alignment is visible in organizations like Patagonia, whose environmental mission is not confined to advertising slogans. The company has repeatedly taken actions that appear counterintuitive from a short-term profit perspective, encouraging customers to buy less, repairing old products for free, and donating large portions of revenue to environmental causes. These actions reinforce belief. They signal that the company's purpose is not a marketing strategy, but a guiding principle. As a result, Patagonia enjoys extraordinary loyalty across cultures and continents. The same principle applies at an individual level. When people feel disconnected from their work, it is often not because the work is difficult, but because it feels meaningless. A teacher who sees their role as merely delivering curriculum will burn out faster than one who believes they are shaping future citizens. A doctor who views medicine solely as a career may lose motivation, while one who sees it as a calling sustains energy even under pressure. Purpose transforms effort into endurance. Leadership in this context is not about rank or authority, it is about responsibility. Those who lead are not tasked with having all the answers, they are tasked with holding the vision steady. Their role is to articulate belief so clearly that others can see themselves within it. This is why the most influential leaders in history rarely began with detailed plans. They began with conviction. Martin Luther King Jr. did not stand before the Lincoln Memorial and outline policy frameworks. He articulated a dream. That dream gave people something to belong to. Action followed belief. Modern leadership continues to reflect this truth. When Satya Nadella became CEO of Microsoft, he did not begin with product roadmaps alone. He reframed the company's purpose around empowerment and empathy. This shift transformed internal culture and external perception. Microsoft did not simply regain market relevance, it regained meaning. Employees became more engaged, innovation accelerated, and trust was restored. The turnaround was cultural before it was financial. Trust, once established, becomes a powerful force multiplier. It reduces friction, accelerates decision-making, and fosters resilience. In societies, trust is the glue that holds institutions together. In organizations, it is the foundation of collaboration. In relationships, it is the prerequisite for intimacy. And trust is built not through perfection, but through consistency, doing what you say you believe again and again, especially when it is inconvenient. This is why clarity of purpose is not a luxury reserved for entrepreneurs or CEOs. It is a necessity for anyone who wishes to live deliberately. Without a clear why, choices become reactive, opportunities become distractions, success becomes hollow. With a clear why, even setbacks gain meaning. Failure becomes feedback. Struggle becomes part of the story rather than a sign of defeat. As Viktor Frankl observed from the depths of human suffering, those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how. Ultimately, Start With Why is not a business book in the narrow sense. It is a book about alignment between belief and behavior, intention and action, identity and impact. It challenges the reader to stop asking only what they do or how they do it, and to confront the deeper question of why it matters at all. This question, once answered honestly, reshapes everything. It influences the people you attract, the decisions you make, the legacy you leave behind. When individuals and organizations anchor themselves in purpose, they stop chasing applause and start building movements. They stop reacting to competition and start defining direction. They stop measuring success solely by numbers and start measuring it by contribution. In a world overwhelmed by noise, speed, and surface-level achievement, those who start with why offer something rare and enduring: meaning. And meaning, more than any strategy or innovation, is what inspires people to follow, not because they are told to, not because they are incentivized to, but because they believe.